Welcome to the game. We have Mississippi State against Florida. I think Florida. What's Florida's record? 2-1
10-1.
against the 2-2 Mississippi State Bulldogs. I'm joined by Mayhem.
What's up, partner?
What's up, man? We're about to get into it.
Jackson, what is your prediction for this game?
Mississippi State's at home, so I'm gonna go with the Florida Gators by 15 points. Nah, but for real, I think it'll be a one-possession game, but I do have Florida coming out on top. Mississippi State will take a knee. And we're underway. First play is going to be a handoff to the left side for a gain of 2 yards.
Gotta figure both these teams are gonna run the ball pretty heavily. So we'll see who has more success. That might be what this game comes down to. You know, Mississippi State wants to keep it out of the Florida Gator hands. Another
handoff. That'll go for 3. That sets up a 3rd and medium.
If you're Hailstead, I think you want to keep it 3rd and 5 or less. I think both teams. You don't want to, 3rd and 10, 3rd and more than that. These teams not going to be in the best position to succeed. But if you can keep it 3rd and 5 or less, you open up a lot of plays. See what they do here.
Scramble fumble. They get back on it, but a big mistake from Mississippi State.
Yeah, lucky to get that one back. To lose that fumble this early in the game would be just devastating, especially in opponent territory. And solid punt coverage here. So we'll see what Florida can do.
We see a fair catch there, and we see, I think Lagway is the starter. True freshman quarterback, one of the top recruits in the nation. Hand off to the right for no gain.
A good defense. You get a 1 or 2 yard gain on first down, you're already kind of behind the sticks. So we'll see what Florida comes out with here on second.
Quick throw to the right side for a gain of 1. That sets up a 3rd and long.
Yeah, this is what you want to avoid. If you're Mississippi State, you got to get off the field on this play. See if they can get the stop.
Diving catch there for the first down.
Great catch by the receiver there. That was not an accurate throw. Pressure on his face, you could see, but middle of the field was wide open. Lagway only completing 52% of his passes. Mississippi State over 80%, almost 80%. Let's see if the accuracy comes into play.
Handoff for a loss of 3. One thing to watch out for in this game is Mississippi State's at home, so they have Stadium Pulse ranked 25th toughness, so that will present some challenges for the Florida offense.
See Lagway step up, and that's going to be a big part of the game too. If Mississippi State can contain Lagway running the ball, just talked about how he's completed about half of his passes. So if you can force him to be a passer, I like Mississippi State's chances. Another 3rd and long. Got to get the stop here.
He scrambles and he's taken down again. Big stop for the Mississippi State Bulldogs to start the game. Fair catch there.
Florida maybe trying to play the field position game a little bit here, but Mississippi State's going to come out spread. Don't see this a ton.
It's time in the pocket. Completes a short pass. Gain of 5 yards. That'll set up 2nd and 5. A gain of 1 there. Sets up another 3rd down. All 3 possessions this game, both teams have had 3rd downs.
Yeah, 3rd and 4, we saw nearly a turnover last time, but hopefully 3rd and 4 if you're Mississippi State. I mean, first quarter almost, this could be the last play of the first quarter here. You're trying to keep the trains moving. See if they can make the play. Like a quick pass outside here would be what I would be looking for.
That's what happens, but almost picked off.
Yeah, great job by Florida. They were expecting that. I mean, you saw it, receiver right at the 1st down marker trying to, just make the catch and fall down and get the first. But great read by the Florida defender there. And it looks like they got good punt coverage here. This is a big opportunity to get some yards. Breaks to the outside into Mississippi State territory. And Florida now going to have the ball to start the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, great return there. The ball into the opponent's territory now. If you can get a couple yards, you're coming away on this drive with points, as long as you don't turn it over.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to kick field goals from distance here, being on the road. Here we go, first play. Mississippi State's been real good against the run so far, but...
yeah, we'll see if that can hold up.
2nd and 8. Ooh, breaks a tackle. He will throw it.
Got a receiver.
Oh, blocker kind of got in his way there. I'm not sure if he might have had a touchdown if he didn't stumble over the block. Now we've got some tempo for Florida trying to push this into the end zone quickly here.
It's going to be a run to the inside. Down to the 1. And on that previous play, you saw Lagway avoid the pressure, break a tackle, and scramble out of the pocket to find a receiver downfield. Set up this goal line opportunity.
Yeah, 1 defensive back out there and 3 receivers, and that probably wasn't the best alignment. A quick pass in the flat, wide open for the touchdown, and for a guy who throws 50% completion, Lagway's looked awfully good today, 4 of 4.
Yeah, right there, they were just outnumbered on the outside. When you see you're outnumbered on the outside, you can just put basically 2 hitches and a flat, and one of them's going to get open.
Yeah, good read by the quarterback, and it's going to be important for Mississippi State to respond here because, I mean, this has got a real chance with Florida getting the ball back out of halftime, too. You got a real opportunity here if you're Florida, if you can get a stop and a score, you really take command of this game. So if you're Mississippi State, this is a must-have. You got to at least drive it down the field. You cannot go 3 and out again at this stage in the game.
Drops back the pass. Throws it to the left side for a gain of about 17 yards.
Great 1st down play. That's what they needed, some positive momentum, and now we'll see if they can keep that going.
1st and 10, we'll see a run to the inside. Got caught up in his blockers there, only had a gain of 3 yards.
Already less than 4 minutes to go in the half here.
Drops back the pass. He's got a guy open over the middle of the field. Down the opponent's 42-yard line.
Great play there by Mississippi State. Ooh. I like the commitment to the run, though. I think you got to keep grinding it. It's going to open up the passing game for you. You can't just, especially just down 7 here. You got to stick to your game plan. No need to get, fancy and start throwing it.
It's taken down for a loss of 6 out of play action there. No receivers were open during the middle of the field, and the D-line just got there.
And we've seen Florida seem to really have it covered downfield. We saw it on that second drive with, how even that first drive on 3rd down. And so now you haven't converted 3rd and 5, you haven't converted 3rd and 4, and now it's 3rd and 13. This will certainly be a tall task for the Mississippi State offense here.
The guy underneath, spin move. He'll get the first down.
Great read there to just take the check down, let his back do the work.
It's worth the 2-minute warning.
Interesting. For Mississippi State, you've got to be thinking that this is the last possession of the half right here. Get some points, get into halftime.
Guy over the middle, down into the red zone. Great pass there. Threading the needle over the middle of the field.
Yeah, that's why he throws for 80% completion. I mean, just make great throws like that. Good read, great throw. Now Mississippi State, can't imagine they'll be in a hurry to score here, especially inside the 10 now. But they're not chewing the clock. An interesting decision. Personally, I would be.
Another handoff. Down to the 1-yard line. We'll have 3rd and inches here. So even if they can't pick up a touchdown, they just get a quick inch. They'll have 3 sets of downs and hopefully for them to waste more clock.
And that's exactly what he probably wanted, actually, time-wise.
Yeah, that's big. Force Florida to maybe use timeouts or just. I think that's the best case scenario right there.
Big play. And
gets in for the touchdown. Kevon Lee, the 1-yard rush.
Great drive from Mississippi State. We saw them kind of struggle early in the game to really get momentum, but a couple of really nice plays, halfback checkdowns, really kind of worked out for them. We'll see. Florida has an adjustment moving forward, or if Mississippi State could maybe continue to exploit that. Looks like they're having success underneath, over the middle.
Yeah, that drive down to the half, or that drive right there, 11-play drive, took up 4 minutes of the clock, and Mississippi State, if you look at most of their games, they've been pretty low scoring, so it's kind of what you need, just eat up clock. Hopefully your defense gets some stops, and just keep marching down the field.
Yeah. I know if you're Florida, you want to score again here, but you cannot turn this ball over. I mean, if you just go into halftime tied, you're going to get the ball first. But not put it in harm's way, and Lagway gets driven out of bounds here.
Yeah, I think that was a smart play to go out of bounds right there. Looked like he was looking for a receiver on the sideline, but can't risk a pick. So we see a handoff, and it's a big gain.
That's a pretty good, really nice carry. I'm sure Florida, maybe now you think about it.
Yeah, you can start being a little more riskier here. You got better position and get ball at half. If you can get a score here, that would be crushing to Mississippi State.
We'll see what they come out with here. He's looking deep.
Deep.
Oh!
Touchdown!
And that, if you're Mississippi State, that absolutely is the one thing you could not have happen. I mean, field goal, okay, not great, but a touchdown, that is just like you said, just demoralizing. This Mississippi State team does not score a lot of points. They're going to be down at least one score heading into half. by the time they touch the ball next, could be 2, and that's going to be a tall task for a team like this.
Yeah, just gotta wonder why there weren't defenders over top there defending off of this, but 36, maybe they can get penalty here, try and get some yards, or just take Hail Mary, hope for something crazy to happen.
Certainly seen that. Chapin's gonna drop back. He's looking, fires it 1-on-1, but if all
that'll end the half. It's a pretty deep throw right there. I didn't know he had that type of arm strength. We'll open the second half. Florida with the ball up 7 points. So they're looking to add to their lead, making it a 2-possession game.
Absolutely, and that almost.
They had a gap there, just couldn't break the tackle.
Yeah, great open field tackle by whoever that guy, by that special team player, because if he does not get him there, that is probably going to the house for 6. We've seen a lot of bunch formation from Florida, especially to that right side.
Oh! Somehow avoids a sack and is able to throw it out of bounds. Great play there by Lagway.
Yeah, if you're Mississippi State, this is the second time you've had the opportunity to sack the guy and really put yourself in a good position, and you've just missed it. I know that he's, highly recruited, really talented physical player, but if you're Mississippi State, I mean, this is the SEC, you got to be able to make those tackles.
Sets up a 3rd and 7 off that RPO right there. Just got caught on the blockers, and that happens a lot. He's taken down. They finally get to him. That'll set up a Florida punt.
That's a huge play if you're Mississippi State. I mean, just to get that stop. Got a chance to tie the game here. I know the defense didn't play well to end that half, and they'd want to have that one play back, but at least they come out and start strong.
Yeah, they need good possession here on offense. You'd like a touchdown, but even if you get points. Their defense has looked pretty good other than that one deep shot to end the half. Just need some type of points on the board here. The RPO into the flat. That'll be a gain of 3 yards.
Yeah, but if I'm Mississippi State, I mean, is that really who you are, trying to stretch the field vertically negative? I mean, I would think they'd want a more downhill rushing attack, but
where's it there? 3rd and 1. Looked like he might have gotten the first down, but didn't end up getting it.
I think he was a little short, but boy, that is a risky throw. I do not like coming out in the shotgun formation on 3rd and 1. But it works.
Yeah, good play there. You saw Florida had 5 down linemen. So those 5 are probably rushing in a situation like that. You could just throw it out real quick.
Indeed, no. That's what I want to see more from Mississippi State. Just give your back the ball, let him run downfield.
Yeah, a run like that keeps them honest. Quick 5-yard gain gives you want to gain on first down. That really helps your chances.
Let's get outside here. Oh, great edge containment there by that end.
Sets up a 3rd and 1. You'd have to think this is 4-down territory. Maybe try and rush it twice. Maybe hit a quick throw.
Yeah, on Mississippi State, this is maybe where I think about an RPO, right? At least give them something else to think about. Don't let them just stack the box and blitz you. But also, I don't want to get too fancy. I like what you said. Just run it twice. Trust your guys to get a yard.
That's what they did, exactly what you said right there. RPO, screen pass. saw they had an advantage on the outside and just threw it to him and was able to pick up a big gain. It's blown up in the backfield there. That D lineman, I don't know if that was number 21, the 400-pounder.
Yeah, that's a
big stop.
First down play. You got to get at least half of this back, in my opinion, on second down. You don't have to get it all, but and if he would have just waited another second, the tight end was wide open on the sideline there. If he comes back and watches the film, he's going to be mad he missed that one. 3rd and 8.
He's got a guy open. Touchdown.
Whoa! What a throw. Great play.
Saw the guy wide open out there. I was wondering if he saw him or not because he threw it kind of late, but big breakdown in the Florida coverage allows him to tie this game up. This for Florida right here. This is a big possession. Both the last 2 Mississippi State possessions, they were able to just drive the ball downfield and score. So you got to put up some type of points here. Mississippi State's got all the momentum.
Absolutely. And we're going to see them as they have all game come out in that bunch formation, but a great first down run, 8 yards.
Yeah, right here, 2nd and 2. I think this is the type of play to take a shot. I think what you just got there, great blocking. I think you can trust your run on 3rd down. I think you take a shot here.
Yeah, I don't mind like a play action deep pass. Try and get something deep over the middle. I mean, that's where you burned them that one time. I'd almost go back to something just like that.
See, RPO. Picks up the 1st down. The best go too. You don't have to take a shot always.
Here we go. Looks like we're going to head to the 4th quarter here in Mississippi State. Starkville. It's going to get loud in here. It's 14-14.
Do you think Hail State's having any type of flashbacks? Seeing himself with 14 points. The first 2 games of the season, he lost 17-14. So, obviously 2 tough losses there. His 3 losses makes it really, this early into the season, makes it really difficult to make the playoffs.
Your Lagway, I mean, again, 50% completion percentage. You can't, I mean, drops back 15 yards and then tries to throw it another 25 yards down the field. You're making a 20-yard throw, a 40-yard throw.
Oh, he's got a guy. Breaks a tackle down to the Mississippi State 18-yard line. What a pass there, coming off that bad play on 1st down.
Yeah, I mean, you see the corner, he's on it. He sees it, he's looking at him the whole way, gets beat by maybe half a step, but, I mean, that throw is perfect on the outside. If he misses that receiver inside, it might be going the other way. Mississippi State really has to bear down here, and that's a great 1st down play for them.
Yeah, good stop there. Makes it tough on this play. We'll see if I think you have to pass it here. They're still in that bunch formation. This is a different type of bunch, but Florida really loves this bunch.
But you're running those same concepts. I mean, you got that corner route almost every time.
Oh, fumble! Oh, they get back on it, but they lose the 1st down because of that.
Well, if you're Florida, you're just lucky to get the ball back because there are 5 red jerseys and 1 white jersey, and somehow they got that ball back.
Flag.
Oh,
What type of flag is this? Is this a face mask?
Holding.
Oh, holding. What do you do here? Do you accept it or decline it?
I would decline this. I make them go for it on fourth. I do not like this decision to take the. Why do you give them an extra throw?
I like it. I like this. Knocks them out of. I mean, obviously they're still in, but with the stadium pulse, any field goals are tough. Make them get it again.
Lagway up the middle, and oh, that's why you just got a dynamic playmaker in the backfield.
Yeah, but what's saying that's if he goes for a fourth down, and he gets that type of yardage, that's a touchdown. We see a draw here, stop for a loss of 1.
I just think a 4th and 2 to me is harder than, because you're in the weird spot of like, do you run it, do you pass it? You give yourself a lot of options, but you make the offense think a lot. When you have like a 4th and longer, you know, it's simpler almost because you're just kind of looking for 1 or 2 things. I don't know if we get the same play call. That is a great pass rush.
Yeah, that's a huge stop.
Yeah, 5 sacks, and you think the 2 or 3 they missed, now they're looking for a timeout.
Yeah, stop the clock. Just.
I don't know if I love that.
I
mean, I know you want to give your offense as much time as possible. I understand, but I'd rather have the timeouts on offense with 2:50. If they get the stop here, though.
Down to the 3. You kick this field goal, or are you going for it? Pin him deep.
But if I'm Mississippi State, I would have called a timeout 10 seconds ago. I don't know why they call it the first time, but then not the second.
And they call the timeout.
I just don't understand what. I mean, did the referee just not hear him, like running down the sideline? I mean, I don't know. But look, if I'm Florida, I'm kicking the field goal. Maybe,
I'm going for it.
You know, I could see it either way, but if I'm Florida, I almost want to just make it 17-14 and just put that in every player's head if we can't win games like that.
They're going out onto the field. Do they call a timeout or do they snap it? They snap it.
Watch for Lagway to run.
Oh, he gets stopped.
I can understand going for it, but that to me is a terrible play call. I mean, you run nobody over the middle of the field.
It looked like he had the running back in the flat, but just missed him. See a screen. That's a risky screen right there.
That was dangerous.
But I mean, that's part of going for it. The one thing you couldn't do, though, is take a sack. You have to try and pin him at the 3-yard line.
That's true. If you can get the stop, you're in good field position. Man, that first down play, if Mississippi State doesn't get the first down, they're going to regret that. I know you're trying to pull the screen out, but I would have run it on first down, and then you know what you got for 2, potentially 3 more downs. Now you're looking at 3rd and 7. This has not been looking for something over the middle here.
Interesting throw there. I don't quite understand that.
Yeah. And he's pushed out of bounds, which makes it double as bad. Not only do you not get the first down, now you got 4th down and the clock stopped. We saw him execute that play earlier in the game, but Florida was ready for it this time, had a guy on the edge, and this is not what Mississippi State needs.
Almost gets to the edge and breaks free, but that's a huge gain. Now they're almost in field goal territory with a minute and 46 to work with. Mississippi State only has 3 timeouts, so they can just get a couple yards, kick this field goal, they can get the win. I'm keeping it on the ground here since Mississippi State doesn't have a timeout.
Look, I know Lagway just got sacked. I want the ball in his hands running. He's such a good athlete.
They're going to pass.
Man, that's a bailout catch. That was great defense. Throw into traffic, and just lucky his running back caught that one.
Yeah, that was a big catch by a running back, though. That needed a catch there. We'll see. They'll probably just sit on it for another 20 seconds, snap it with second
think
left.
you'd make the coaching adjustment, but I guess we're gonna sit here. But
Snap it now. He gets the first down, and that Mississippi State needs to get a sack in here or something.
I don't know why you call a timeout there.
Yes, I would save it for the ice.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to know that's what Florida's playing for. If Florida's got it locked, but
they're gonna let him try and let him score here.
They might.
Oh,
that's a big play in the backfield. I mean, this is not an easy field goal by any
not at all.
This far. I mean,
it says he's within range, but
no. If I'm Florida, I need this ball inside the 25. I'm not kicking it from outside the 30, from the left hash confidently. Like, we've got to get this thing.
Oh, he sacks him! What a play by the defense.
Lagway just drops back. No one's open. Oh my! This is just
This is a disaster for them.
I mean, if you're Mississippi State could force a turnover right here and it completely change the game. I don't know, Lagway. You gotta.
They're wasting a lot of clock here.
Bearing down. I think Florida's going to try and get it to like the 35-30 and then just kick it. I think that's their plan here. If they do turn it over, at least they won't leave Mississippi State any time.
Yeah, I'm not. Oh. Down to the 29. Have to kick this field goal here. 46 yards from the left hash with the stadium pulse. This is going to be a really difficult field goal.
This is going to be...
And the wind blowing 11 miles per hour to the left.
Can Mississippi State afford one more loss?
Oh, roughing the kicker!
Roughing the oh my, and this is just, you can't.
Oh my goodness.
Differently for a team that has lost 17-14 twice. You finally have a chance to go into overtime and you rough the kicker. And now you're probably going to lose 17-14. You've got to make this, but...
The kick is up, and it is good.
I mean... What can you say? 17-14. Again, 1 second on the clock. You have to fair catch this. No, they're going to return it. Lateral. Oh! And that
Florida picks it up, and that... Wow.
And I wish I was joking, but it's 17-14 Mississippi State.
It's a disaster of the play.
That was just roughing the kicker is. Wow, what a game. I mean.
Yeah. We'll start with interviews. I'll start with Hail State. Hail State team's now 2-3, 17-14 losses. What do you have to say?
I don't know what else I have to say, but if I find that ref outside, I'm gonna beat his ass. I mean, you can't make that up. I mean, I hate it for our guys. You know, we're sitting here, we've lost on 2 game-winning field goals, and then the bullshit that happened in Louisville. I mean, it's just been a rough season. 2-3, should be 5-0 or 4, or at least 4-1. Should be at least 4-1. I mean, we don't have the talent, obviously, that all these other schools do, like the Florida. I thought the guys played great, aside from the deep shot at the end of the first half. But I mean, there's nothing else to say to that. I mean, we just didn't do enough. And then, you know, this guy comes in here and beats us on a roughing the kicker penalty. I mean, I remember why he beat Mason last year on a roughing the kicker penalty. You know, maybe you're starting to wonder if there's a little conspiracy there. I mean, kick's not even close, and then a late flag comes in, and then puts him up 30 yards, and he hits a chip shot. rough start, but this is a game that we looked as winnable. Should have won it. Shouldn't have even been close. We definitely shouldn't have. If we hadn't allowed that big shitter at the end of the first half, we'd been all right. But that's football. Not much else you can say, but get ready for next week. And I feel like big coach over here has been too focused on basketball and going for a ring in 2K than this, and it's starting to show.
Yeah, any questions you have for him, Mayhem?
No, I think he covered it all. I mean, my big question is just how do you rebound from this moving forward? Like, what is, how do you bring the team together after such a tough loss like this, and improve for next week?
Well, tough losses are nothing new here. I mean, y'all said it yourselves. Every single loss has been by 3 points, 2 game-winning field goals, and a no-call pick. Like, it's frustrating. College football can be cruel sometimes, and it's really cruel when I realize I got to go on the road to Texas next week. And then I hit the back-to-back Texas and Georgia stretch. It's not going to be easy. It's really just when it rains, it pours. But that's what you get for being in the SEC and the best conference in the country. But I'm sure there's going to be some naysayers. There's going to be some shit talkers. But like I said at the end of the interview last night when we won on a game-winning field goal, if anyone wants smoke, y'all know where to find me. But tough loss. Really needed that one.
Yeah, well said. Next, Pablo. 3-2 or 3-1, starting the season. You have 2 bye weeks, then you head into #1 ranked Kentucky.
Tennessee.
Tennessee. But I want to go back to the end of the first half. What did you see that on the deep shot?
Well, I was thinking about conceding that possession basically and just taking it into the half and then getting the ball back. But when I got the long run, it's like a 17-yard run, I think. I was thinking maybe I could get in the field goal territory, and then when I called the play, I seen he was not over the top. So I put my fastest receiver on a go, or a streak, and he was just beat the corner safety over the top.
Yeah, great play call there, recognizing what type of defense they were running and just bombing it deep. Any questions you have for him, Mayhem?
Yeah, I mean, looking forward, obviously, you've got a couple of weeks before, you play Tennessee. What do you think is the biggest, jump that you guys have to take as a team to be ready to go on the road and win a game like that?
Well, I think the offense is going to have to be better. I don't think I can go to Tennessee and score 17 and win. I don't know. I took way too many sacks against the Mississippi State defense line. It was like 6 or 7 sacks or something like that. It's just way too many. So, yeah.
Yeah. My other question to you is, obviously you guys came out and ran about 89% of your plays in the bunch formation. Is there something you saw on tape for that, or is that just kind of the offensive mentality there? What kind of led you to...
That's kind of just my offensive mentality. That's what I've been doing here recently, and it's produced some wins. I implemented it after the 24-0 game at UCF, and I've won some games with it since, and I just was going to try it out in my first HPL game, and well, I wouldn't say it didn't work, but I also wouldn't say it was the most efficient offense that I could have had. It gets a little difficult to run the ball out of it, but I mean, it worked. I won, so there's not much to gripe about.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that'll do it for the broadcast. There's 2 more game of the weeks for this week. We have #2 ranked Ole Miss, which is coached by Jackson. #4 ranked Kansas State, coached by Electric. That game will maybe happen tonight, maybe tomorrow. And then what else we got? We got App State against
yeah,
Boise
App
State.
and Boise State. App State's
That
a
should
good
be
team too. So that'll be a good one.
Boise State's
State
pretty
Boise
good
State
too,
game
so
will
that should be a
be
good
good.
game. Yeah, so that'll do it from the broadcast, and we'll see you guys soon.